Hello and welcome to the Champions League Watchalong. Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Second leg, 1-1 as it stands. I need to put on the scoreboard. I am your host for tonight, Rowan. I hope everyone is all good on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Some big players returning that could change this tie up. It's going to make it very interesting. So what I will do is, before I show you the lineups, I will just put that as one. Oops, there we go. 1-1 on aggregate. There we go. So if you join me for that first leg, it was 1-1. There you go. As you can see there. But we will talk through the lineups as the players are coming out. Let me just load them up for you lovelies. So we will start with Chelsea. If it allows me to load it up, there we go. Share my screen. Boosh. Screen 2. You're going to see what I've got on the bottom. Who cares? As you can see Chelsea's lineup there. Mendy in net. Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mount, Havertz, and Werner. On the bench, it's Caballero, Kepa, Alonso, Emerson, James, Zuma, Gilmore, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic on the bench for today. Ziyech, Abraham, and that man, Olivier Giroud. And then as for Real Madrid, it's Courtois, Ed Militao, and that man, the captain. I think there's someone they could have definitely done within the first leg to sort of command their backline. Sergio Ramos, Nacho, Hazard, Cruz. Hazard coming into the lineup as well, returning to Stamford Bridge. Cruz, Benzema, Modric, Casemiro, Vinny Jr., and then Ferland Mendy's back. So going back to a natural back four, I presume it would be Ramos and Nacho as the centre-backs, Militao at right-back or Nacho at right-back, Ferland Mendy at left-back, then a middle three of Casemiro, Modric and Cruz, and then Hazard, Benzema, Vinny Jr. But it should be a good game. I'm hoping for. Unlike yesterday, this game has something. It has something in the pipeline. I don't know what that is. I've just got a feeling. Carl says, hello, Rowan. I'm doing very good, mate. I am doing very good. How are you, mate? I'm getting some chippies soon, and we're all good. Oh, let me just turn that down. Don't want that too long, man, Tyler. Oh, whoever's doing the commentary. Don't know who's doing it. But look at that, man. It's a Sergio Ramos is back, and that's the huge play that I think Real Madrid need. Obviously, missed out on the first leg. Aspilicueta is going to come over, check hands, see which way to start. But a big smile on both captains' faces there. It's a huge game. We could have an all-Premier League semi-final, or we could have a very nice Champions League final. A final. We could have a very nice Real Madrid versus Manchester. I think a lot of people want Chelsea. A lot of people want Real Madrid. I think Manchester City are obviously going to be that odds and favours, regardless of who they play. But it should be an entertaining game, is what I'm hoping for. So Pulisic being dropped. I mean, by the way, the bench for Real Madrid: Lunin, Altuve, Asensio, Marcelo, Valverde, Odriozola, Isco, Mariano, Rodrigo, Arribas, Blanco, and Gutierrez. Zidane versus Tuchel. I'm just trying to think if, off the top of my head, if them two faced each other. Last year, did they face each other? I'm just trying to think. Can't remember off the top of my head. As Viso Lamio says, Drew. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. But let's have a drink. I should have got a cup before we started. Should have got a cup, but we're all good. We're okay. The whistle should blow very soon. Mason Mount, time for him to step up. Good, thanks. Look forward to this game. I don't know who I want to stop winning. Thing is, I think either team can do it. Harry Hazard is your man. You're going to back Eden. You're going to back Eden Hazard. I mean, coming into the start 11, came off the bench. Didn't do much off the bench, but he knows Stamford Bridge well. He knows it very well. But with this game, we'll get kicked away with that man, Eden Hazard. And the thing is, Chelsea had so many attacking opportunities against Real Madrid in that first game, but they could never make anything stick after that first Pulisic going in. Whereas Real Madrid did just bide their time. It's Darren Fletcher. Again, hold on. I don't know the one was. But they bided the time and Real Madrid made a bit of that lovely Benzema finish. But if it can happen again, N'Golo Kante was on a mad one that game. He does what N'Golo Kante does well. Your idlers Hazard and KDB, the Belgian players. Are you Belgian, Vincent? Are you Belgian? I presume so. But you've got to be calm from Real Madrid here. Can't make any early mistakes, as Timo Werner has just slipped on his ass, and I know that's already going to be memed. And I rate Timo Werner. I think at Leipzig, he was one of the Bundesliga's best. He was. You saw it from the stats, and I just think he really hasn't either. You're out of Belgium. Nice to have you. I just think he hasn't adapted well to the Premier League. I hope that he can think it. Who do you support into them? Do you support a Belgian side or do you support an English team? Militao dinks the ball over. We'll go out for a throw-in. And Chelsea will just have to have their nerves calm. I think an unchanged Chelsea, apart from Pulisic, thinks for Havertz, possibly, but only one change. That defence is still the same. That midfield, N'Golo Kante, as I said, he's still there. You wouldn't expect him to be dropped. Christensen, I sort of dismissed him. Very strange that they were playing Christensen, but he actually had a very, very good game. He had a really good game last week. So, Real Madrid, I'm still getting, apparently Real Madrid are playing 5 at the back, as Vinicius Junior is sort of playing as a right wing back, if anything. But this is what Sergio Ramos is there for. That long ball over the top. You want a commanding player to make sure they get it out. And Mount took the throw in quick. It was actually Jorginho, my apologies. But you want, I think he could really be the difference maker in this side. You're from Belgium, so yeah, for my little country, this is a golden generation. You surely are one of the favourites. I think your defence isn't the strongest, but I think going forward, you've got such a plethora of talent. Evening, Ron. Hello, Daz. Hi, mate. You all good? I'm all good. But for like Belgium, you've got such, I think, so who would be? So it'd be Net Courtois. Your right back is Thomas Meunier, mate. And if this is your first watch along, you can see I'm wearing the Dortmund hoodie. He's a bit stinky. It wouldn't be Thomas Meunier. Who would be the Belgium off the top of my head? Your centre backs, are they still Vertonghen and Alderweireld? Well, Vertonghen plays at fullback, doesn't he? But Boyata. Courtois, just holding it up here. Gonna try finding an opening, but 5 minutes in here. I mean, if you're watching this live and you want to sync up, I'm on 308, 309, 310, 311, 313, 14, and 15. Yeah, Vertonghen's a beast, though. He's great. I love Yam. You've also got my boy Thorgan Hazard. And I love Thorgan. So good. As a Dortmund fan, I've got a back. You're going 2-1. That's it. I didn't even ask for predictions. What are your predictions if you're in the chat? Chelsea 2-1. Is that an aggregate or is that in this game? I find it strange that most Bernardo's in the chat, Ala Madrid, back in Madrid tonight. It's like, you're not going to want to go off that fellow London side. How are you though, Bernardo? Hope you're all good, mate. Hope you're all good. I find it strange that most good players who play amazingly at a club and move on struggle to perform for their new clubs. I think it's a strange. Genuinely, it just might be. I think Hazard is another prime example. They may just fit a mould at that club, and then when moving, Kante just absolutely wipes out Toni Kroos there. One freaking. You've gone for them to win. Moussa Dembele over in China now, isn't he, or Japan? He was so good in that Tottenham midfield as well. But are you being moving to a new house? Oh, well, I hope your new house is good. Big up Bernardo moving. Big up. And you've gone for 2-0 Madrid. I think I'm back in Chelsea tonight. And you're going to go 1-0 Madrid. Hazard, got to back Hazard, don't you? Corner comes in. Free kick, sorry. And a win by Thiago Silva. Flicked on. And Timo Werner will hunt this down now. It's up against Vinicius Junior, who's playing at that fullback. But well done to Vinicius Junior. Does well to cover his lines under pressure from Jorginho, Mount and Werner there. That's Jorginho. We're all good there. So if you're a fan, if you want to see some more watch-alongs, we have got the Europa League tomorrow. Both Kieran's are there. United versus Roma, game's done. But that other one, that Arsenal, Villarreal is so... Is it Villarreal? Yeah, the Arsenal game is so wide open, I feel like. Just from Josh's... His start's going... I like our prime Hazard at Chelsea. I mean, at one point, he was one of the best players in the world, I think. I don't know what the move to Real Madrid... You see people go to big clubs and not prosper, but then you look at Mbappe and he moved from Monaco to PSG, Monaco, a time at Monaco where they weren't playing well, to PSG, and he's thrived. Neymar, who was incredible at Santos, went to Barcelona, incredible, but it flips. And I think Matthias de Ligt hasn't, I think he's been solid at Juventus, but he hasn't done as much as I think people would have expected. Donny van der Beek, just because he doesn't play, I think if he played, I think people would probably praise him a lot more, but because he doesn't play, you don't see it. As a late challenge on that is Nacho, who has gone down a whelping. Next Thursday, Liverpool versus United, big game. Obviously, United, if you're a fantasy football fan, United have obviously got a triple game week, have got the triple game week so they can. If you're a big fantasy player, if you're looking for safety triple captain, like Kyle said earlier, you may have like Captain Bruno or something. And you're in it. I'm saying here, not much connection on Havertz's tackle on Nacho there, but Nacho goes down. Just goes in a bit late, Kai Havertz. It's absolutely, I like Kai Havertz as well. He's another player who I don't think has lit the league on fire, but it has one. Can't wait to Blood and Guts tonight. It's going to be a great pay for you. Obviously, there's been no wrestling corner for a while, but I've been keeping my eye. Haven't watched much at all, but I'll definitely probably watch Blood and Guts tomorrow when I wake up. Courtois, obviously another former Chelsea man, to Militao. But yeah, Vinicius Jr. there. Tackle, ball well won back by Ben Chilwell to Timo Werner. Werner takes it past Ramos, but Ramos just holds him up. And Werner couldn't get past, but energetic from Timo Werner. Anytime I heard that Hazard was injured, it wasn't like that. Werner gets easily past. I think the one problem with having Vinny Jr. as this right wing back is when you actually do come to defence, Ramos is going to have to drift quick across because he's not a natural defender. And I think that's what they've done. They've put Eder Militao on that right-hand side and Casemiro would come fill in at CDM. I think that's what they're going to do now because unfortunately Vinny Jr. just isn't. Well, where's Ferland Mendy playing as well? Mendy B. I don't think Mendy's even sitting at left back here as well. Who do you think will win this match? I'm going to go for Chelsea 2-0. I think Chelsea will win, and I don't think it'll be comfortable. I think they might get one, maybe a penalty or something. I don't think it's going to be a comfortable win, don't get me wrong. Well flicked on the header, won well by Christensen. Can't tell for God, but no one to get into the end of it. Obviously, Chelsea playing with the German partnership front. Olivier Giroud is a man who probably could come in later on and make an impact. He's clutched up for Chelsea at points and maybe just a little bit more experience up front rather than Havertz and Werner. Don't get me wrong, our quality players. I think Werner may come into his own next season. I mean, let us know what you think about Werner. He's been a tumultuous time. Yeah, Blood goes. Yeah, I know him. If Chelsea do make it through this weekend, will be a preview of that final. Exactly. It's going to be very fun. Is that this weekend? Through. Yeah. Make it through this weekend. It'll be a preview of that final. So, mate, trust me. If you, on our website, if you see some of the drafts before I've spell-checked it or someone else spell-checked it, you would realise how awful mine is. Has it started? Yeah, mate. He started up front. He started on the wing, sorry. Yep. Started there. As Vinny, speaking of that man, Vinny Jr. lays it off to Casemiro. Probably Real Madrid's best attacking chance here. Benzema's to Hazard. Back to Benzema. To Toni Kroos. Forced to go all the way back. Forced to go all the way back. Nothing much going on here. Good pressure from Chelsea. Modric takes it past Timo Werner. Lovely switch of play to Ferland Mendy. To Kroos. To Modric now. To Mendy. Good shield from Azpilicueta, who came off in that game later on. It will be a good fan of Chelsea win. I think it'll be a good fan of Real Madrid win, don't get me wrong. But it's Kroos outside the box. He's had a dig and straight to the hands of Edouard Mendy. And he will collect that. Kroos just... Real Madrid probably just trying to get the foot in the game. Let Kroos have a shot. Just see what Mendy's position, what's the defender's position is like in them situations. But lovely play out the back here. Azpilicueta to Kante to Werner. Oh, Werner tries to tap it past Nacho. And Nacho, good defender from him. And calm head from Courtois under pressure, gets it out to Casemiro, and Real Madrid will look for a counter, but Chelsea have already got men back. I mean, there's a lot of big fixtures this weekend. Come in. Wagwan. It's still 0-0 as we've got a cheeky hand from KL, I think. You've even got a cheeky KL there. Score predictions?
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Real Madrid.
Oh, he's back in Real Madrid. Thank you very much, KL. I will do. Back in Real Madrid? Controversial? No. Then Real Madrid probably maybe favourites. I haven't looked at them, but it's been won back. Timo Werner. Still Timo Werner. Lays it off to Havertz. Just a little bit too much on it. Still Kai Havertz. Just a little bit much on that from Werner, and to think Kai Havertz was to his right and possibly in on goal as well. Rudiger! That was a far shot, and Courtois just parries it, punches it out. Still with Chelsea. Mount to Chilwell. Back to Mason Mount. Still Mason Mount. Takes it past one. Squares it! Good block by Courtois. Thank you very much, Vince. Great cameo by KL. He's coming. I may need KL for 2 seconds. I'll go get Mayo. If you heard that. 2 seconds. Go for the Mayo. We didn't miss much. We missed the foul on Chilwell. And there's actually a great free kick opportunity here. Woo! Woo! That's my workout done for the day. Let's go get the mayo, didn't we? You can't have a burger and chips without mayo. But there's going to be a good free kick chance here. Rudiger's got a Batman mask on. But Mason Mount and Chilwell standing over it. Hazard and Vinny Jr. in the wall. See what they go for here. Referee's just having a word with the players in the box. I won't take a drink yet. But Chilwell dinks it in. Back post headed well by Casemiro. Finds Azpilicueta to Jorginho. Puts another poo ball in. And now it's a counter. It could be a counter for Real Madrid. Hazard. Good. It's going to be our first yellow card of the game. It's going to be Jorginho and Hazard cropping down as that counter-attack occurs. Good tactical foul. Very good tactical foul. Let's put that mayo on there. Boom. The first yellow card of the game, Jorginho, will go in the book because try to stop Hazard from making that counter-attack. We have to pay KL by the 10 minutes. So if he makes more than a 10-minute appearance, we have to pay him. Ball over the top. Good defending by Sergio Ramos. Courtois there. Cleared away. 14th different central defensive partnership for Real Madrid in their past 20 matches, which is mental. We can say that. But I suppose when you've had so many injuries, Phil and Mendy being out as well, and fixtures as well, you're going to have to rotate. I mean, obviously, don't forget to join Josh. We've got a stream on Saturday morning, 12:30, for the Champions League end of the day. Werner does well, gets it to Chilwell. Got Mount on the overlap. Still Chilwell, uses Mount. Still Mason Mount, good challenge from Vinicius Jr. Does really well. Still Vinicius Jr., but Chilwell comes away with it. Good blocking. That really was from Rudiger. Prime offensive linesman there, but it's Havertz. Got Azpilicueta. Looking for space around the midfield. Jorginho's drifting in and out. I mean, this is where we saw the Cruz shot happen of that little space is created in the pocket just outside the box that allowed Toni Kroos to have that shot. Rudiger, who's been very attacking-minded today, To Chilwell to Werner. Werner puts it across. And I think that's a handball on Kai Havertz, but it's a good block by Nacho. But it was nice though by Werner. Chilwell to Werner, and Werner pings down on that left. And there was actually a foul on Nacho by Havertz, I think it was given for. But good ball in. Havertz just going to look on. Good defending from Nacho to get it out as well, more importantly. I've got a question for the chat, though. When you're having chips or fries for Bernardo, mayo or ketchup, or any of the barbecue sauces prohibitable? Is that what? But what is your preferred sauce choice for chips? For me, it's got to be mayo. You can't go wrong. Like, probably, if you get 5 guys in mayo, perfect combination. Can't go wrong. Brown sauce. Brown sauce. That's a bit. That's barbecue. I'm guessing is that barbecue for us, or is brown's like the make? But I'm going. If going brown sauce, is that bad? Modric outside the box, straight into Mendy's hands. Okay, Argo, you might want to renegotiate your contract out. You're worth every penny. Wow. Coming around now, we get paid nothing. Just do it for the love of the game. No. Get to spend a lovely time with you in the chat. Casemiro doing his defensive duties now. 10%. Oh, opportunity for the defense is not there. Chilwell to Werner, and he's put it in the back of the net, and the offside flag is up. Timo Werner. He did put them ahead. There's just a lot of open space were created. He's just offside. He starts his run at the Mount pass and not the Chilwell pass. Pink sauce, cooked. It's a bold sauce, I'll give you that. HB Brown's and Worcestershire. Oof. Maybe I'm just basic. I'm just a basic bitch with my mayo. You can't go wrong. Now, I've got Heinz here. Nothing beats a Hellman's. A Hellman's mayonnaise. Can't go wrong. I know about to say the time that Timo Werner actually scores a goal is given offside. Mayo and chips. Can't go wrong with mayo and chips. Good vibes. Thank you, Iona Tosin. Good name as well. But yeah, you can't go wrong with mayo and chips. Ranch. Not a big ranch fan. Oh, is it, I think it's coleslaw for us, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Maybe I'm just basic. Like ketchup, you can't go wrong. Militao makes a lovely run and he's still going Militao. And he's blocked off of that veteran centre-back Thiago Silva. There to shepherd the ball out. Kante, poor ball across to Aspilicueta. Go for a throw. You know what? Mayo chup. If you don't have simple, just ketchup and mayo. Got a really nice combination. Reminds you like some dressing for salad, coleslaw. Okay. See, you see, I'm being educated here. You see Timo Werner bagging goals, not counting. You learn about me and coleslaw. Oh, and Iona says he'll always go for ketchup. Ketchup can. I think ketchup is all reliable. You can never go wrong with ketchup. You can go wrong with mayo. If it's like not strong enough, it's not a good one, but can't go wrong with ketchup. Okay, asking about chipotle sauce. I presume chipotle sauce is a real thing. If the Sports Corner boys ever come to Boston, we will do the food experience. Does that mean I have to cut weight just so that when I come back, I'm exactly the same as I am now? Things I would love to go on a proper food tour of countries. Chipotle sauce like Chipotle season mayo. Tell you what, now this is going to sound so stupid, but Five Guys mayo tastes completely different from normal mayo, and I don't know what it is. Right, not now that we're in COVID because they give the awful sachets, but when you used to be able to pump it out, it used to taste so much nicer than normal. By the way, this game is just both teams running at each other and then having to go back to the defence and go again. To Cruiser. And it's intercepted by Ben Chilwell. Does take a very heavy touch. Gives it to Militao. Ball out onto the wing. Great defending from Rudiger there. Great defending. Got a game going on. What's your go-to takeaway off fast food? Money's not an issue. Money's not an issue, so you could get the chunkiest order. What's your go-to? Five Guys is always going to be one. Is it Vinny Jr.? We'll just try to get that ball in. And Chelsea still don't get it cleared with Modric now making a run through the players. Puts the ball in, cleared away by Thiago Silva. So you have a fresh man. I want to try to make. Love a cheeky Hellmans. Love a cheeky Hellmans. But for me, it's the fact that, there's a sub. Thought it was a sub. There's a place where I live, which is it's like an Italian restaurant, but my God, they do deliver it. But you can go in a restaurant. Their pizzas are amazing. It's the proper Italian pizza, proper thin crust, just caked into. You can't go wrong. Good ball in the middle though to Hazard. Hazard to Vinny Jr. Still Vinicius Jr. puts a good ball in. Benzema goes down, but it just comes off runs into the back of Aspilicueta. It's a good cross in there. It's a great ball in by Vinicius Jr. Gets the airtime on it. Benzema just a little bit over his head, but they're testing. They are testing. As we will move at that. You know what? And we'll eat it with the onions and stuff in. Red Robin. Now I don't know what Red Robin is. I only know it from the Vine where he goes Red Robin. There's something, and then he peers out the thing. Like when you're playing hide and seek or something. I know that's going to be such a strange reference if you don't know Vine. I'm not sure what I'd say takeaways. We'll say burgers. Red Robin is a nice selection. I think burgers are a good go-to. You can have it. Also, one thing I'm trying, probably tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to get some crumpets. So I watched a video on how crumpets were made. This is off tangent, by the way. I watched a video on how crumpets were made. And basically, the guy from Warburton's is basically saying how it's developed from something that people have for a quick breakfast snack to people having it in part of a breakfast meal. So on Friday morning, I am having crumpets with bacon with egg. I've got to give it a go. There's something about it that just sounds pleasing. I'm ready to try it. It's going to be awful knowing it. No, now that I've hyped it up for myself. There's a ketchup in Ireland called Chef. It's my favourite. What's that? Heinz. But Heinz is worldwide, isn't it? Another foul given this time Christensen on Ferland Mendy. One thing that Real Madrid are very good at winning them fouls because they go down on light contact, but where connection has been made. Vinicius loses the ball. Now it's Jorginho. Ball over the top. It's a great ball. Well defended by Casemiro. Doing his defensive duties. Good track back from Casemiro. It was a testing ball over the top. And it found him. And Casemiro tracks Werner and heads it away. And the game calms down again. This game has just had little chances that sort of light it up for a second. It's a great ball over the top. Vinicius Jr. is going to get onto the end of that. Because I feel like KL's probably better for this food chat as he's been to America. So he knows a lot more American restaurants. Benzema though. To Modric. I'd love to go to Japan as well. This is just not about going to places. Japan is up there. Militao to Modric. To Casemiro. To Cruz. Benzema! Great save! It's a great save for Edouard Mendy. Benzema on the turn. Cruz lays it off for him. Benzema on the turn, and it's an incredible diving save by Mendy. Gets down to his bottom left, parries it away for a corner. Lovely stop from the Chelsea keeper. It is now a corner for Real Madrid. First time I think that their corner, possibly, comes in. There's a lot of men in the box. Flicked all the way back out, and now Christensen will try start a counter-attack. Still Christensen. And we'll just slow it down. But what a turn by Karim Benzema. Great save. Denny's is nice. Can't go wrong with a Denny's breakfast. It's not like a Mackey's breakfast. You can't go wrong with a Mackey's breakfast. Incredible save by Edouard Mendy, though. Gets down to the bottom left. And that's headed in. That's headed in the bottom corner. And it would have been a lovely goal. But Real Madrid being the better side of the opening 25 minutes compared to last week when it was all Chelsea. Really flipped it on the head. But Kante to Werner. Kante, Havertz, chips it over and he's hit the crossbar. Werner's poked it in. And it does count. And Chelsea are 1-0 up and Timo Werner. Oh, and I said he was going to score. And Timo Werner might be the easiest goal he's ever going to score in his career. That is N'Golo Kante wins the ball back, gets it, lays it off to Kai Havertz. Havertz dinks it over Courtois, comes off the crossbar. And a lovely header by Timo Werner. I mean, it's not even a lovely header. He's literally a yard out. Kante, oh, that is incredible from N'Golo Kante. Havertz tries to dink it off the crossbar. No one's there. Timo Werner's there. Boosh. And it's 1-0 to Chelsea. And more importantly, it is 2-1 on aggregate. Real Madrid now... No. Ignore me. I was like, Real Madrid still now only have to score 2. But not yet. But Chelsea have got the goal they needed, really. Because if Real Madrid get an away goal, they're still within it. If Real Madrid won 1-0, Chelsea are out. But Timo Werner, it's easy tapping. But right place, right time. But Timo Werner's first goal from open play. And he scored there. Real Madrid will still go. They just need to get one away goal. It's what they still need, but it's going to get a lot harder now. So Chelsea just covered themselves, given that insurance that even if they do score, they're still in the game, but they would have to win it or go to extra time. I mean, they asked for extra time, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Butter brings it off 5 on top of each other. Buggers on a bar. I would say Mexican Italian foods are my favourite. A good fish taco and ceviche. Well, Italians are go-to. Love a pasta, love a pizza, can't go wrong. Burger, can't go wrong. Americans eat a lot. No one marking Werner Pro defending. Unfortunately, I think the Real Madrid defenders sort of conceded that Havertz chip was going in, so they slow a bit, and then when they realise not Werner, he's still there ready and waiting. And as much as the memes he gets made, he's put them 1-0 up in the Champions League Semi-Final. And it's so keen. I was literally praising how it's all been Real Madrid in terms of compared to last game. Chelsea have scored first. Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. skin Ben Chilwell. Tries to play to Modric, but Jorginho could defend him. Great. I was loved by Rudiger. And Werner will lose the ball. Hazard has stolen it in the midfield. To Ferland Mendy. Got to go forward now, Real Madrid. They've got to get a goal. And they can't leave it late. Hazard to Mendy. There's been a slip from Aspilicueta. Ball in behind. Christensen will cover. Ferland Mendy, good defender from Christensen, who had a great first leg so far, having a good second leg as well. It's going to hit N'Golo Kante's hand and go out for a throw-in. And that throw-in's been took. It was Villarreal, I thought so. Also, Villarreal 2-1 up on aggregate, but then the Roma game, I think Roma are through, but it should be an easy time for Manchester United that game, but Arsenal a lot more tougher. I mean, imagine if Roma score an early goal, though. It is sharp indeed. Well, sleeping out Americans eat a lot. I think so do we as well. We eat a lot. I feel like snacking is an English thing. Like, oh, I'll just have a snack. Rudiger, by the way, has won the ball back. He is sprinting forward. Werner to Rudiger, too much on it by Timo Werner. And Rudiger has sprinted his legs off. And that should be a way better ball by Timo Werner. It should be a way better ball. But now it's a counter-attack for Real Madrid. Ferland Mendy to Cruz. To Hazard. Hazard with a poor touch. Still gets the ball, though. Cruz to Casemiro. He's got a man open on the right with Eder Militao. We'll use him. But that should be, it should be 2-1 or at least a prime good ball in. And they'll whip out for a throw-in for Chelsea right on that corner post as well. Just seeing the goal here. Kante does really well. Lovely dink by Havertz, and then Werner heads it back in. Yeah, I think Americans bag press are way more sugar in this week. I feel like we eat more. I don't know how bad I feel. I don't know. I've never experienced a proper American thing, so I know your portions are way huger. Mm-hmm. When I see videos of non-Americans trying our snacks, it's either too much in size or too much sugar. It's when, do you know the YouTube channels who do like American versus English KFC or McDonald's? There was a KFC boneless bucket or bargain bucket. I think the UK max was 12. You had 20 wings. I was like, jeez. You love your wings. I don't think I could live in America because I would just be fatter than I am now, which just isn't a good combination. But then if it's hot, if you got to move to a really, really hot place, I feel like you burn it off a little bit better. I'm sure there's a lot of other countries where they do eat like maniacs as well. Mm. But it's KL, you're right there. You love the food, but you're there one every 2 years, I suppose. You go there. When you're in England, you work it all off. And when you go to America, you put it back on. I suppose if it's a holiday, though, you do splurge out. You really do. I should be going to America next year. Fingers crossed. Everything's okay. Should be next year. Vinicius to Cruz. Pings down to the left to Nacho. Real Madrid haven't really found anything as of yet. That one major opportunity from Benzema on the turn. Will be a great save by Mendy. I think I lost some weight in England from a lot of walking to the smaller portions. True. Good ball in the box. Modric, Benzema, great save by Mendy again. Amazing ball in by Modric, and Benzema gets in behind, tries to flick it on, and it's a great save by Mendy. Just parries it away. Benzema's incredible. Gets in behind. The problem is, I feel like because we're used to smaller portions, we order more. So I'd love to go to America and order what my regular order for a Mackey's is. I went to Chinatown, London, and had the best fried rice. I've never been to London. In the time that I can remember. In the time I can remember, I've never been. To Modric. To Vinicius Jr. on the right. And Ramos has just thrown someone on the floor, and then him and Rudiger face to face. And this is what Ramos is here for, to rile up players, but could end up getting a card for his woes here. He is going to get a yellow card. Seeing here, I just want to see Ramos. Yeah, just throws. I mean, Aspilicueta is over him, don't get me wrong, but he just throws him to the floor. Just stupid from Ramos. Just loses his head for a second. Do you have any Chinese rating in America? I don't remember seeing too many. So many. So many. Just loses his head, man. Just throws him. Aspilicueta. And the prime opportunity for Vinicius Jr. gets past. I think it was Chilwell. And now Ramos is already on a yellow. It depends on cities and towns, but they're very much baseline restaurant in America. I think that's probably the same for us with fish and chip shops. You could probably go into any town, like any place that's registered as a town, and there would be minimum 2. From where I'm from, I can think of, got 1 there, you got 3 up there. I think you've got at least like a minimum of 5 fish and chip shops, at least. But Chinese food is Americanized, actual Chinese style food, something like Sichuan cuisine and such. That's what. Oh, and the free kick is going to go Chelsea's way. Werner did get bustled down to the floor, and the referee was waiting to see if Chelsea would come away with it. But I would like to go to foreign countries and taste their English food and see if it is just proper English or if it's just like it's their food. They've just called it like, you know, like let's say bangers and mash, but it's like not proper sausages. Oh, late times there. And another yellow card now. Christensen on Ferland Mendy. Yeah. Goes in late, clips in with the studs. The thing is also, I feel like as an English country, we don't have, we do. Werner, they're on a counter-attack. Timo Werner, he's got a man on the overlap, uses Chilwell. Back to Werner. Tries to play through Mason Mount and the ball's lost. And it's a ball in behind and Mendy will get it. Usually if I'm in another country, I avoid anything American, try local and unique foods. I'd try it. I'd 100%. You try to avoid it, wouldn't you? But you end up, sometimes it's all reliable, isn't it? I'm trying to think, like, I haven't been to many countries where I've had English food just because. But I've gone and I've only really had English food since last time I went properly bored was a ski trip, and I had paella, and that was it. I'm trying to I think now that I'm older, I'd like to go to other countries and try their food rather than just going, oh, I'll just have sausage and chips because I know it. I'll give other stuff a try now. I think I'd hope I'd say that. 5 minutes left in this half, though. And is Chelsea just chilling right now? 1-0 up. Had a bunch of different option things. It's going to be another free kick here, this time for Chelsea. Vinicius Jr. Ooh. I've just seen Costa in the chat, so I'll read in a sec. Kante. Jorginho lifts one up to Chilwell. Will chest it. Still Ben Chilwell. And wins a corner. He doesn't win a corner. It's a throw. It's a goal kick. It's amazing when I go to the UK section. Americans don't really know what a lion bar is, but we don't really have heard. It's so strange. Fairness, mate. Lion bars are probably the wankiest of all the British ones. Do you have double deckers? Do you have a double deckers? They're incredible. Love a double decker. I remember when I went to Ireland, went to Costa for the first time, got pepperoni and cheese toast, and like, you want it toasted? Yeah, you get it toasted. You can have it untoasted or untoasted. I don't know anyone who's ever gone to Costa and not get it toasted. I'll be honest with you. I've never known anyone that would do that. Oh, wait, you always get it toasted because it melts and stuff. Like cheese panini or something. Also, the lemon tart. I love it. I'll be honest, I'm a Costa fiend. But I don't even like coffee. So it will be... Mount just couldn't get it out from under his feet. But, like, go switch your player to Eddie Militao. Good, well one back there. Havertz to Kante. Kante to Mason Mount. Mason Mount, still Mason Mount. Werner! Straight into the hands of Courtois. I do feel like Chelsea players are afraid to pass to Werner. But Mount goes for the shot. Werner will just go on the overhead. And it'll just go into the hands of Courtois. No, you get a Belgian chocolate. What's it? I don't. Used to call it a cooler. I can't remember the name now. But the chocolate one, it's just chocolate powder. It's a nice iced chocolate drink. Bit of cream on top. Get a cheese and ham panini, and then get what's it called? Either one of the muffins or one of like the chocolate, I think tart kind of things. Real Madrid passing it through Chelsea easily, but that final ball to the striker, to Benzema, is not there. As the ball's not there. But yeah, this game, since that Chelsea goal, hasn't done much. Hasn't done much at all. I'm just looking. I'm just trying to see Aspilicueta. What about Aspilicueta? I think has managed to get into the top 10 of most Chelsea appearances currently. Right now. Been there for a while, hasn't it? As long as Cesar Aspilicueta. Aspi. There you are. He's obviously been playing for so long. How many... I mean, he joined in 2012 from Marseille. And is currently has played... Where is it? That's this season. I don't know if I can find his entire career, all seasons. Chelsea passing it around so easily. And then N'Golo Kante has been one of them. Same with Rudiger, by the way. Rudiger at the back has been impeccable. You can't deny it. Chelsea, 422 appearances for Chelsea, which is just incredible when you look at it. I wonder if I can see squads of all time. No, that's currently in it. It'd be interesting to see who's like played the most games for them. Record plays, and now is this sales or appearances? Appearances. Aspilicueta is 7th. Havertz, he's got a lot of men open to the left. Wins the corner, but he had Mount and Chilwell arriving. If he just looked up a little bit earlier, because it was Eddie Militao who drifts into the middle. I know Modric was covering, but goes out for a corner. And in fairness, Aspilicueta, I don't know. I was trying to see if he may sneak in, but Ivanovic is up there. He's 10th. Oh, what? What? So the referee, okay. The referee's just blown the halftime whistle at the corner. And as it stands right now, it's halftime. We just put halftime on this. Been a good first half. Been a really good first half. Timo Werner, easy, probably one of his easiest goals he'll score, but he put it in the back of the net in an open after a lovely footwork by N'Golo Kante to find Kai Havertz, who dinks it off the crossbar, Werner heads it away. Real Madrid did have a great opportunity. Karim Benzema on the turn. Good save by Edouard Mendy. Another one where Benzema heads it on. Great save by Mendy. He's been all over the pitch tonight. But this is what's coming up on the channel this week. There you go. Look at that. So obviously you have got the darts. That started tonight, and that is still going on. That is churning its way through. We've also got Chelsea Real Madrid, which I'm currently watching right now. Hello. Been a good game so far. Then tomorrow, Europa League live watch-along. At 10 to 8, Manchester United versus Roma and Arsenal versus Villarreal. Then, at 20 past 12, Josh will be live with a championship final day. Dad versus Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff Rotherham in a big championship relegation battle. At 5:30, it is Bayern Munich versus Borussia Mönchengladbach in a huge Bundesliga tie. We will also have, if I'm right, Dortmund versus RB Leipzig in another big Bundesliga class. I wouldn't mind moving to England, but they want useful personnel. I'm not an engineer or anything of like, mate, you could get it's gonna find a nice wife. You could probably get a job. It might not be the most glamorous, but you could get a job. Up north is your better chance, I would say. Just because London is London. But up north is more, well, I don't even say more job opportunities, but everything's cheaper. Everything is a lot cheaper up north. Also, it depends on the city as well, but way cheaper if you go up here than London. Which I don't know why. I do know why, because it's down south, they're more posh. But up north, everything's one of them things, isn't it? There's just different cultures. Any other games currently going on? Braga are currently playing. There's actually no other games. Oh, we had a Shanghai derby. Aaron Moy scored in one. What was the other one? Oh, Chelsea women played. They won 2-0. It's got Sam Kerr got a double, the Australian. Change your location on Tinder, Bernardo. Should. Look, this is how Bernardo gets his green card. There's surely someone who's done that before. Got a VPN. Changed their location. Got really in the best of the good books. Found a wife. And got the green card to another country. It wouldn't be that hard. Doable. Just have to find someone who either genuinely likes you or B, is willing to give you a green card. I'm trying to think, like, what are jobs that you people, like, over here that people won't do? And garbage man. What they call it? Not trash man. It's called. Take it, just collecting bins. It's a job that is, in reality, it's not easy. Don't get me wrong, but because not many people want to do it. Yeah, we're only joking, Bojo. He's not planning on getting a green card and sneaking over here. He wants to be, well, he'd be a hard-working man. No, but I'm trying to think of like jobs over the UK that you could do where like the UK public don't want to do it. But I think sewer work is always one that I don't think anyone wants to do. But I don't think that's why you're moving to England. You don't go to England and go, really want to work with sewers. Really want to do that. She's got an aquarium in her bathroom. That's so cool. There's a shark. Tell you what, I'd love an aquarium in my bathroom. You lay in bath and then you just look to your right, there's some sharks. It's like, do you know Despicable Me? When he's got the sharks in the aquarium. That'd be so cool. Vector. Factory job's simple. Factory job is very simple to do. And in terms of like thingy, but easy to get. Especially, I'm just bargaining for up north. Especially up north. You could get a factory job. I'm trying to think. That's the thing, like, There probably is a bunch. If I loaded up Indeed, I could find a bunch of jobs that you get. But sort of, let's say you got the job and then came over here. Speak any other languages, Bernardo? You have looked into Brighton. Well, fun stuff here. Brighton in the top, in terms of stats, is in the top 5 best cities to live in or towns in the UK. Don't know why, but I think it's 3rd. So you'd be in there if you were sorted. If you're not wanting lovely places to live, don't move up north. We had a look at the list. Out of the top 10, I think 7 were up north. And when I say up north, I mean just in Yorkshire alone. Brighton would be very nice. I'm probably like Josh. Josh could tell you a lot. He's lived down south, and he's from up north. I haven't ventured out much, I'll be honest. I'm quite boring, if we're being honest with each other. It would be really boring. I'm just going to mute Gary Lineker and Michael Owen because, right, and literally Dan Burn and Ali Reza Hambash are there as well. You could get friendly with them. You could get an Iranian green card if you're willing to marry Ali Reza. But yeah, and let's be Yorkshire. The Yorkshire accent is a fun one to listen to. It's also an awful. It's not an awful. I think it's an okay one. There are a lot worse. Trust me, there are a lot worse. I feel like going abroad, though, it's probably one of the worst. Because at least with, like, Scousers, you can I think they talk English, just in an awful accent, whereas we've got a lot of words or stuff that we miss out. Like Kieran's not bad. Kieran's from Manchester, so he's got a bit of a twang to him, but not awful. I'm probably, out of the 4 of us, I've got the worst accent in terms of, I can barely speak as it is, but then I speak quick, and then with a mumbled accent, it makes it a lot worse. Yeah, the Yorkshire accent's nice. I think of an awful place that you shouldn't move to. Bradford. Don't move to Bradford. Shithole. Yeah. The Yorkshire O's, the worst. But then I've gone home, and I know like so that like just certain things that you're so used to saying. I've seen that video of the heavy. Is that the guy who is he on about the snowstorm? The heaviest Irish mate. The Irish accent is, no offense, Kyle. But I think like most Irish people, but if you found like some Irish person from the bumfucker nowhere, you're not understanding a single word. I've got family there Irish. I am Irish. Well, I'm English, but my granddad's half. No, it's 3/4 Irish. The old guy in the pub? No, I'm going to find it because I'm currently watching a Gary Lineker waffle and I don't care. The heaviest Irish accent, the heaviest, I need to put herbiest, heavy. It'd be nice to spell heavier, heaviest Irish. There it is. Oh, well, I found Day in the Life of the Heaviest Person. £1,345. Oh, here we go. And we're hearing clarity. No, that's just offensive, isn't it? Oh, my God. Jesus, he's not even speaking English or even in Irish. What? All the... Is he talking in Irish? Timmy Carver? He doesn't have a clue what he's saying. What? He's just repeating him. Oh, I don't know that. I got that. It's a heavy accent. Oh, legend, you linked it. What American accent is the worst? New York. No. Offensive. Just offensive again, Rowan. Maybe just avoid all accents. We all know I can only do one accent. And that's borderline racist as well. Harry's. I've got a Harry's razor. As a Bostonian, it just sounds terrible. trying to think. I suppose it would be fun to bring like a proper thick Boston accent, like Mark Wahlberg, and like a thick Yorkshire accent, like Sean Bean. Switch him for the day. Just let him conversate. I feel like it'd just be a proper strange, not a reality check, just like, what the fuck is going on? But no, what's one thing? Because I know you're very familiar with like UK culture and stuff. What's the one thing that we've got in England that you'd love in America? I'm trying to think for me, it would be the college system. And not in terms of, like, again, but I'd love it. I'd love that there's a whole, like, you have teams, and, like, these teams, then, they get massive crowds. Bank holiday. You don't have bank holidays, don't you? I think the Boston accent is a bit like Cockney accent, if memory serves right, where we kind of replace R's with H, short on words. Yeah, in the years, a good few, a farmer lost his sheep, and he had the most thickest accent I've heard. I couldn't understand a bit, not much. I'm about to say, it's very thick in it. The Irish accent is just thick in general. They put you in like the middle of nowhere. Bank holiday, I forgot. God, the thing is, bank holidays are good. The thing is, bank holidays are good when you're working. When you're not working, it's just like another. I think if I look, we've got another bank holiday at the end of the month, so we've just come off a bank holiday 2 days ago. We had a bank holiday, and then we've got one in 3 weeks, which is just so mental to me. I was like, why? We don't need this many. We don't need that many bank holidays. Also, I've got 3 months off soon. Let's shout. I'm trying to think what all the English and obviously kind of. What would you want from American culture that you've seen that you just think? Yeah, for me, it's college. You've been to that pub as well. Oh, have you got pubs? Do you have like a pub? Like a pub's a real thing. Like, I know you've got bars. Do you like have a proper pub like it's all wood? I don't know why, but I feel like that's just a foreign concept. I haven't seen that in any other countries unless you replicate in England. Sorry, not England, the UK. Or Great Britain. Yeah, you have bars and pubs, that right? It's all good. I was about to say. Because pub seems so UK to me, but it's a simple thing, innit, at the end of the day. It's such a simple thing. I was one by dumb college douchebags. No, but that's what I'd love the college in terms of it really wouldn't work. But like when you leave our college and you go to university, you get in through your grades and you just do it, and then you can join the sports teams and stuff. But the sports teams are absolutely awful. But I feel like the college have a lot more. Like, I would love an NFL team because I feel like no matter what you say, you can't really be in the football team if you're a fatty, but you could be in the college team if you're a chunky boy. You know what I mean? Like the yuppies in the Jersey Shore. I love reality TV. That's one thing. No, it's the challenge on MTV, Bernardo. Now you might not even know what it is, but I love the challenge. There's something about it because it's a trashy MTV show. Don't get me wrong, but there's like an actual like aspect to it of like you need you have to be physical and win. Like win. I hate MTV shows. It's just like add a bit of a fun aspect to it. As well as this game's not even underway yet. Linesmen are the big boys. They are. That's the thing. I feel like apart from maybe basketball, like other sports are a lot more inclusive. I know that sounds mental to say, but like I don't think I could have got on the rugby team. I probably could have, but I don't know. There's something about it. I like it, and I like that you can fill out. You have stadiums basically, and like that people will go watch games. That's something that's so mental to me. Like no one shows up to a uni sports game unless you're part of the sports team or maybe your friend plays for them. Let's have it there. All players going to come back onto the pitch. Going to be a good game. Hopefully, we get a really good second half. Kale's Boston is heavily Irish and Italian. I watched a video though of like American Irish and then Irish. like they had like a war, not a war of words, but do you know when they put like the major difference? I thought that was Digne. I was like, why is Digne there? So it's one of the coaches talking to Chilwell, but my head's gone. Mate, imagine right. The thing is, I claim myself as a nice guy. On the face of it, these guys know I'm a big but on the face of it, I'm smiling. I can be nice enough. But, like, I just, you know what I mean? Coach Sports is big. The players get nothing, though, exploited by, 100%. But I suppose you get to play college. You get to play a sport where people will know you, and then you also get your degree at the same time. You make a beastly O-line or defensive tackle. Like, just imagine this, just this size of a man just standing in front of you. Also, I feel like if you're English over in like an American college or American school, you also get a little bit of popularity as well. Big bod. I've got no skill, but tell me to push someone, I will try push him at least. What would Kale be like a wide receiver, or I'd be a catching tight end? I feel like I'd give him wide receiver props. I've seen his route running. Will would be a QB. KD, probably, I think a tackle. Josh, mate. Josh is a little weedy. I can't say that. If Josh is a running back, he just nips through. He's got fancy feet. If you have a leg strength in the cards, you can do well. What do we need? Fucking jeez, nearly stacked it. By the way, this game, it's why I hate English coverage. Because I don't know why. It probably isn't. The breaks just seem so much longer. I'm going to stream it. I love to be a corner or safety. I ain't no tight end. I get got the sides, lad. I've seen you bustle people out of the way. Kale looks like a runner. Could be a guy. I think Josh is going to be a running back. We've all seen some fancy footwork from Josh. You don't see it because I feel like everyone on the channel, you only see their upper halves. So you never know what's going on below. Josh's footwork, oof. I don't think he'd be able to catch a ball politely. But giving the ball to hold and run with it, he's genuinely like a pit bull, I feel like. I feel KL, if he played, he'd be a player who'd switch it on. Like, he'd be all nice to you, but as soon as he steps foot on that pitch, he's going. KL would be that cocky player. He'd just chat shit. In a good way. These are all in good ways. KD will just chat shit at you. He'll just go, he'll tell you you're bad, and he'll just get in your head rent-free. He is tall guy, 6'4", 6'3", maybe. I'm trying to think. Wait, how tall's my mate? He's 6'1" or 6'2". Oh, my mates are tall. It's unfair. I have been blessed with height. Or weight. Well, I brought the weight on me. Big talk about Nacho in the midfield as this game will get underway again. So we'll take. I love that. So I put halftime on the banner. Never even actually held the banner up. We're all good there. I was like, yeah, I've heard you've told us stories, KL. About 5'9". I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. 6 foot if I'm wearing big shoes. The thing is, I don't think I would ever look good skinny just because I am, and it'll show tit then. I am just stocky, like naturally. So, like, do you know when you see, like, jacked people, but they're like thin necks, thin shot, like the thing there, I'd just be wide. I'd be like Otis from SmackDown from WWE. That would be my frame if Otis was jacked. As Chelsea getting us underway here, I mean, already 1-0 up and seeing together. Good run in behind by Aspilicueta. Have Aston and use him. Uses Rowan, I show you'd be a guard. Right, he's guard. Is that what? Okay, right, I know. Those, like the snappers, they're on like the, good header, it's off the crossbar. Kai Havertz gets up quick and it hits a good ball in by Cesar Aspilicueta. Because KD's the new left tackle. Guard's on the O-line, isn't it? So is it like, depends how you play, is it like outside centres, tackle, maybe centres and then inside centre? Is guard snap the ball? You get a good blunder shot, wouldn't you? If I were behind you, imagine me bending over to pick up the ball. The cameras would be loving me. They would be loving me. So it's Sergio Ramos. We'll play it to Eder Militao. I think now they have actually gone to a back four, Real Madrid. Yeah. Eder Militao, Nacho at right back. Is Carvajal out? Carvajal. Where are you? Danny Carvajal. Havertz has done really well, though. Azpilicueta's made another run. I mean, Danny Carvajal. Where are you? I put Carvajal. Hotel California. Is he being injured? Or is he just not? Is he on the bench? No. May 31st returns at the end of this month. From Leverkusen, man. Did not know that. So it's left tackle, right tackle, left guy, right guy, centre. Okay. Snappers are centres. Okay, right. That's all right then. We're okay. But imagine me snapping ball. You get a right view, wouldn't you see, Moon? You still see if I was guard. Maybe, but then I feel mean. If I let them go past me, I feel mean because I'm letting the QB get hit. If we're talking about the sports corner, like Cameron, will be getting absolutely peppered every game. Bless him. Poof, what a kick. That's a big kick by Rudiger. Werner's in a foot race with Eder Militao, and Militao will defend from him. Good ball of top by Rudiger, who's had a solid game today. He's had a really solid game. Cruz gets to the ball first. No, it's Modric who got the ball first. He's got the face. Decora's been letting people past him for years. Decora. This is his year, KL. I know he probably won't start, but this is his year. Imagine if he comes out and has like one of the best seasons ever, and you've slandered him. You have slandered Dakota Doja. It's still 1-0 in this game. Chelsea are heading through as it stands. Obviously, still another 40 minutes to be played. But Hazard, not done much day against his former team like he did when he came off the bench. Ball over the top. Thiago Silva deals with it. Back to N'Golo Kante. Christensen now. To Azpilicueta. Passing around really nice, Chelsea. You're under pressure. And it switched out to the left to Chilwell. And now it's a 4-on-4 as it stands. Ben Chilwell. Good ball to the back post. Nacho just flicks it on. Havertz then. Flicks it past Ferland Mendy. I'm high for Mac Jones over it as well. Again, I remember KL explains it to me. He's a bit of a chubby lad, isn't he? Now, White Davis and Ezra Cleveland, in it, are the guards. Pick up Mac Jones. Werner to Chilwell, who's being clattered there by Vinicius Jr. He'll get clipped down onto the floor. Yeah, it just clips Chilwell, but Rudiger has had a solid game. Don't get me wrong. 27th start for him this season, but considering 9 goals in the games he's played. Alale, Chase is back. Just big up Alale. Big him up. You don't follow American football much anymore, so you're out of the loop. You're probably the same knowledge as me. I'm awful. I only remember certain stuff. My brain... You think... today summed up when we were walking to Morrison's... Was it Morrison's today, Kel? Yeah. Ball's whipped in. It's headed again. And it's Thiago Silva just flicks it over the crossbar. When walking to Morrison's, and a lot of time when me and Kale have a chat about NFL, we could, like, it'd be me just getting stuff wrong because I can't remember. I managed to recite 3 food videos I watched, like practically word for word and stuff, and about what had happened. But I can sometimes just can't even remember who some of our players are or where the positions are. I mean, people warming up for Real Madrid, Valverde and Asensio. Hit the like and subscribe, people. Thank you, Chase. I haven't even had up. I think the fact you couldn't remember Morrison's some job. Yeah, but I listen how to make traditional French butter, thank you. The machine's so cool. And Mendy couldn't control the ball, and that's been sort of the... Modric and Cruz pinging balls to the fullbacks, or Vinicius Jr. as well, and nothing coming to it. They can't get to it. And it's such a shame to see as Azpilicueta took a throw-in quick to Werner, who actually wins the initial header, wins the ball back, Does well there, Timo Werner. Also, I mean, if Werner scored, if this game ends 1-0, Werner is their saviour, and he's missed. This is such a strange because he scored the winning goal, and it was a lucky goal. Don't get me wrong, but he hasn't done well, has he? So I rarely ever do watch Chelsea games, if we're being honest. But I couldn't understand Chelsea fans' frustration because if he's not scoring, I think he's like leading the list of top goals and assists. Werner is there, but I think Chelsea fans wanted a lot more. Don't get me wrong, but it's like simple passes. There was one pass where he should have got to N'Golo Kante. Werner, good flick on by Werner though to Mason Mount. Mason Mount's just put it over the crossbar. And as I was just talking about Timo Werner, top goal and assister, it plays through Mount, flicks on really well to Mason Mount. To Mount, he takes it onto his right. He could have squared it across to Havertz. Instead, he's hoofed it instead of chipping it. Kante has won the first header. He's won the second header. And it's going to be handball for Azpilicueta after pushing the back, but we're going for the handball instead. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribers there. Chase did promote for me. I don't know what subscribers. So Josh is currently live as well, so thank you to everyone that's tuning into Josh. I know you're not tuning into me if you've been watching Josh. Because if you're going to watch Josh, you are going to be a Darters fan. What's funny this morning is I was talking about how UK-based people say H is H, whereas we say H, 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 H. Yeah, H. I'm trying to think now. I think it depends where you're from. H, H, H. Helicopter. Sometimes I don't even pronounce the H. Helicopter. You just ignore the H. Helicopter. Don't know. I'm just trying to think of H words now. Holland. Just ignore the H. If you're from Yorkshire, just ignore the H. Holland. Hull. I don't think I've ever said Hull with the H. Saying like the Hull. It's easier. It's basically just offside there. But Chelsea, you know what? Being the better side in my opinion. Pepper. Yeah, so we pronounce Pepper. But it's pronounced as Z alphabet, as Z. Yeah, Z. So it's probably Z. Hey, old Tubbs, brother. You all. Come on, you all. Dr. Pepper. Z. Yeah, Z. Zebra. It's a zebra, though, isn't it? Like the song doesn't make sense. You've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. Oh, Z does make sense. It genuinely does. Y and Z. Z doesn't make sense. Maybe we're in the... It's like the fucking... what was it? Oh, Mitchell and Webb. Whatever that show is where it goes, are we the bad people? Maybe we're saying Z wrong. Oh my God. You've ruined it for me. Why does Z make sense? It does. French people say Z. Yeah, because it's not Z, is it? It's zebra. Oh, you've ruined it. You've ruined the alphabet for me. Pulisic, Reece James warming up. And someone else was warming up, but it was fully covered, so I actually don't know who it was. I can't believe it. My whole life has been a lie. It's zebra. It's Zeb. It is zebra, though. How do you pronounce the name Deborah? You don't go Debra, do you? You go Deborah. So it's zebra. This game really hasn't loved. I mean, we had that prime Mason Mount opportunity. Yeah, there is a football game going on. We had that main Mason Mount opportunity. Modric will lay off to Sergio Ramos. Now to Modric. And just going to play around here, Chelsea. No need to sort of worry at all. Cruz gets past one. Good ball in behind by Cruz, but Rudiger there again. He's been so ever present. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Zebra. Pronunciation. Yeah, zebra. 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 Because that's the British pronunciation. If you load up American, zebra. No, zebra. I'm even sharing my screen. Oh, well, wait for this thing. Hold up. I nearly just sent an invite. Hold up. Share. Share screen. Share. Look. Zebra. If you can hear? Zebra. And now we're going to have to stop sharing screen in case we show the game. My point has been proven. Honestly, it's weird. Americans say Mike, bike, like, but pronounce Nike is Nike. Yeah, that is the Nike one's Nike. Adidas as well. Adidas is another one. Adidas. Adi. If it was A-D-E, I could understand, but it's Adidas. Adidas. That's a one huge, like one of the huge ones where like, I think Nike. Psych. Ball over the top. Through to Havertz. Kai Havertz. 1-on-1, and it's a save by Courtois. Big save by Courtois. And Werner puts out a play. Havertz should have been putting that. It's a great stop by Courtois. Opens his legs, but it's a simple ball over the top. And that was that Thiago Silva that time. It's Ramos and Nacho or Casemiro, whoever's sitting in the centre-back position next to Ramos. They're so far apart. It's allowing that simple ball through the middle. Tubbs, I cannot do that for you. I cannot do that for you. I'm not allowing it. Fine, you know what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. There you go. As Benzema. To Kroos, Benzema, poor first touch. Thiago Silva will hoof that one. Werner does well. And that's going to be even as a foul. I have dropped my lid. Pick that up. Oh, I'm going to be ordering my first MLS kit as well. I'm going to get the Real Salt Lake kit. Love it. Also, Prague Raptors. It's a lovely kit. It's one out of the blue. That's somehow vowed, but lovely. It's a lovely kit. Got a dinosaur on it. Please with the dinosaur. I'm genuinely like a child. I mean, I'm just going to have a quick check of Twitter, see what Twitter is saying about Timo Werner, because he hasn't been on it today, but he's scored. Oh, I've just seen Dortmund's league for an away kit. All black. If it said, so the alphabet goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Good cross, headed away. Tubbs, we agree to disagree, my friend. We agree to disagree. That looks really nice. It's the black with the details being grey. That looks very nice. As Kai Havertz has slipped. And then it's a late challenge by Nacho, who's standing over Havertz. So Azpilicueta is going to come in and calm him down. Stupid from Nacho. Azpilicueta just having a word with the referee. I think Nacho will get carded here. Yeah, he will. Again, he grabs Havertz's leg, but then he just stays over him and holds him down. Havertz is just trying to get out from underneath. Havertz obviously trying to push him off. So if Azpilicueta comes across. Tuchel, I love that from Tuchel. Absolute. No, don't, Tubbs. Don't. We just want to watch the football. As we will have a couple of changes for Real Madrid. Ferland Mendy will come off, so I'm guessing for Valverde. Okay. And then Asensio for Vinicius. So Hazard does stay on. Surprising, hasn't done much this game, but I suppose Is anyone that knows Chelsea better is Eden Hazard. Asensio, though. You can also, Tubbs, you could diss Oldham. Oldham a fucking wank. Politely. Good ball over the top. Ramos flicks it on to his keeper. Mate, roast Oldham all you want. We're awful. Anyone that support is poor. The Jags, we were awful last year. Oldham, they're awful. Borussia Dortmund, they're poor this season. Good back heel to Asensio. Can he be a spark of life in this game? I mean, he's just won a throw in there. Lovely little roulette turn. Cruz will pass it on to Hazard. Hazard. Say his name properly. Lovely run on the overlap. Valverde is sitting at fullback. To Casemiro. To Modric. Back to Federico Valverde. He'll now push up as Militao returns. Sergio Ramos is bounded up. Plays it through to Asensio, the substitute. He's got a man on the overlap. We'll use him in Nacho. Nacho back to him. Asensio pings a good ball in. And Rudiger deals with it well. Heads it away. As Valverde does keep the ball in. Good ball into Hazard. Squares it across. Saved by Mendy. Outside the box, the rebound. Casemiro with, I like Oldham though. Better than Hull at least. I mean, if I speak, I'm in trouble. I'll see just someone barge through my door if I diss Hull. I can't do it. And also, they got promoted this season, Tubbs. Good that game. Cross comes in, headed away. Havertz. Hazard, back to Cruz. Back to Hazard now. And it's fouled by Timo Werner. That was good, that, Kale. I'll give you that. This is free kick. Welcome in. Tony Cruz will stand over it. Chelsea got everyone back, I think. Oh, big up. Up the Latics. Cross comes in from Cruz. Someone goes down the box. Casemiro headed away initially. Timo Werner wins it back and he's going to get his wheels going, Timo Werner. Valverde sit back. He's got Kante on his left. Werner plays it through to Kante. N'Golo Kante! What a block by Federico Valverde. Unless that was incredible. That could have been an incredible save by Courtois. But Werner lays it off. He does the right thing. Plays actually a good ball. Unlike Rotherham, they can start off. Luckily, Josh isn't here. He's in the other stream if you want to diss Rotherham. But he'll just ignore it because it's dart season. But that's another opportunity for Chelsea, which is going to miss. Asensio. Chelsea should be 3-0 up by now at minimum. Minimum 3-0 up. And the thing is, Real Madrid, they can easily get a goal. Like Kante just sticking with Werner in that 3-on-1. I think Mount ends up coming support, or Havertz comes support. Good, well won back by Ramos, who has been a great boost for this side, don't get me wrong. I feel like Real Madrid will score here as Cruz to Modric to Asensio. Ball by Havertz to Azpilicueta. Does really well, Modric, and there is a sub warming up, and it's Captain America. It's Christian Pulisic who is warming up right now. So we could be okay for Chelsea. And you just see who comes on for here, because I feel like Timo Werner may come off. Havertz goes up front. Olivier Giroud is one with Tuchel, not happy with that at all. And it is going to be Timo Werner. You know what? He scored. He did score. He puts it in. But there's been a little bit, it lays off Kante in that situation, but a lot of opportunities where poor misplaced passes. He has won the ball back, though. And this really is a 50-50 performance from Timo Werner. It really is. It was a 50-50 appearance from him. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the thing is, Giroud and Abraham will be on the bench going, why aren't we starting? But at the end of the day, for Tuchel, Werner scored. He won the ball back a lot, but he also didn't do anything with it apart from the goal. And that didn't really come from him. That was, I'm not going to say luck, but no one tracking the ball after the Havertz shot. I mean, it's interesting. I like Timo Werner, I really do. And maybe he just hasn't acclimatized to the Premier League, and maybe he never will. Or maybe next season he becomes one of Premier League's best strikers. We don't know, but from what we've seen of him, he isn't that. And maybe going back to the Bundesliga would help, but where does he go? Where does he go? Does he go back to Bundesliga and go back to Leipzig? Will it? Dortmund may need a striker next season if Werner isn't playing to the standard Chelsea want. Do Dortmund take him and get him on a reduced fee because of the way he's been playing? Chelsea won't then make their money back on Werner unless he starts playing well. Chilwell to Kante. So the Timo Werner saga will go on. It'll be interesting to see what happens with him at the season. But Christian Pulisic comes on, former Dortmund man, as we were talking of Dortmund. I mean, the thing is, Bayern will be looking out for a striker very soon. Can Werner be that man? Possibly. And cleared away. By the way, it was Valverde who made the block on N'Golo Kante's shot. He just couldn't. He's the final man back. He has to sort of move to adjust to the overlap with Kante, and then to get that and slide, get the pace on the slide. Great defender from Valverde, who is a very talented youngster. Havertz cleared away by Ramos. I think he's going to be given as a foul. Havertz stamping down by Ramos. High 40 what it was. So on this channel, don't forget, we have got the Europa League Watchalong tomorrow. Good tackle, and it was not given. It was not given. And I love this from Tuchel, vocal to the referee. But Chelsea've got to keep a level head here. It was Kante who won the ball, but I don't think there were any foul in that. I didn't think that was a foul. Friendly banter in the chat, friendly banter. I mean, Chelsea just holding on here, defending 20 minutes left as it stands. And we're 20 minutes away from an all-English Champions League final. But if Real Madrid get back into this, we could be away from a multiple-time champion of the Champions League to a first-time finalist. And Manchester should win this lovely football between Christian Pulisic and N'Golo Kante. Pulisic takes it past one. Pulisic puts the ball and goes straight to the hands of Thibaut Courtois. But good energetic start from Pulisic. I say from Real Madrid, they can counter-attack here, but they'll slow the game down a lot more. Casemiro. But they've done really well to win the ball back in the midfield, Chelsea. If they had better finishing boots on today, they would be 4-0 up, 3-0 up. But I feel like Real Madrid will make them pay. Ball over the top. Christensen deals with it, and Edouard Mendy will clear it. And a poor first-time touch by Pulisic goes out for a throw-in, natural take. Here we go. About my Filipino brethren, Josh more than the rest, but brother, we could just piss off. That's it. Wow, Tubbs. Wow. Oh, a late challenge. Tony Kroos going to get a yellow card. Roasting about is Gary Anderson. I think Gary Anderson's one of his favourite players. So don't just get your team all the time and think Travis Evans. He says, I don't know nothing on the City quite, but yeah, it's still allowed to be here. Now that's favouritism to me. That's not favouritism to me. He's harmful. So Beans of Toast, I was just thinking, I love where Bernardo's gone. All right, scares me. Beans of Toast is class. It depends. Because it depends how you cook how you toast the bread. If you toast the bread to like a hard toast, it's fine. If you like a soft toast, so if you like it where it's hot enough, Pulisic gets past Nacho and he goes out for a Chelsea corner. If you like the really buttered toast you wait until the bread gets really hot, but not massively cooked, then you can melt it. If you like a mix of good crunch thinger, you can have toast on anything, because at the end of the day, if you're not having toast, beans on toast, you're having just the bean on bread, and that's nice enough. You have the mod power. I mean, everyone have the mod power that's in here, basically. Good cross in by Jorginho! And Thiago Silva just heads it wide. Another opportunity. Well worked from Chelsea. Thiago Silva gets away from his man as well. That's what Quentin Cruz was all copying. Kind of jumble there. Yeah, beans and toast with a bit of cheese. Can't go wrong, banana. Can't go wrong with the beans and toast. Things beans and toast can be everywhere. Right, this is going to sound like stupid. You have toasters, don't you, in America? So I know you don't have kettles, which is is so foreign to me. Mods Unite transfer deadline day. That's the thing. When transfer deadline day comes in, you're all legends. Or if you ever have a big stream that's full of things, which not yet, maybe in the future. Wait and see. Ball and behind, and it is dealt with by Thiago Silva, who bodies Hazard. And have the power, just wait for the right time to use it. Look at you. So you have toast, but kettles is a foreign one to me. I'm like, how do you have a cuppa? You boil water. Well, I suppose. No. Unless, like, you turn the hot tap on, put it in a pan, then boil it. I suppose that's okay, right? Who knows? That's one thing. If I ever could have my own house, I'd get a hot water tap put in. You got tea kettles, right? I would get a hot water tap. If I could ever have my own house and lucky enough, I'd install a hot water tap. You don't know about other Americans. You're a good one, Bernardo. You're a good one. That's where it's going to be another sub. It's going to be Rodrigo, the Brazilian. He will come on very soon. Just taking off sorting out his shoes. Yeah, but I'd love it if I could have my own house and design way on. But you've got to be very lucky. As Tubbs and Kyle having a war of words. Having a war of mod words, if anything. Oh, this Chelsea game still 1-0 to Chelsea. There's a lot of opportunities for Chelsea. Not making a stick, and Real Madrid are just biding their time. And it's either going to lead to a goal or F all politely. If Chelsea can get one more, I think they're going through. Oh, that famous KP that's in the Kevin Peterson's in the chat. Jorginho flicks on. Comes off a Real Madrid play, goes for a throw. As this sub will be made. It's Rodrigo. Coming on for Casemiro. Brazilian for Brazilian. But obviously Rodrigo, a very attacking player compared to Casemiro. So I think that Madrid defense is actually going to have to stay back a lot rather than pushing up. I think they may be going 3 at the back. There was a show that one in America. Love Jimmy Karen, of course, Rachel Riley. Big Tory, you know she's not a Tory, is she? She's probably Tory. Sean Lucky's class. We're having a conversation. 8 out of 10 cats has produced some of the funniest. It's one of the things, obviously, I think you'll be able to watch it in like America on the E4 U channel, but it's one of the things where Pulisic is just on the right, sorry. Still Pulisic, puts it across. And Havertz just couldn't put it in, but it's still Chilwell. Mason Mount. Tackle by Luka Modric. That should have been another major opportunity now. It's a good ball and cleared away by Thiago Silva. And yeah, 100%. It's one of the clips where it's Sean Locke and Miles Jupe. He's the guy from Ballamora, if you're English. It's just where he's on about where just Sean Locke is just in a not even in a mood. He's just like, I promise I won't spit on you and stuff. I'm just like, he's probably just. It's not even comedy. It's just Britishness summed up. Suck of the maths portion. I'm in letters on Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a great show. I think we had an English version, but it didn't last long. I know, I love Jeopardy as well. I love the fact that we also have a lot of game shows where you can go for the hard, like the tipping point. If you want a harder question, if you want more coins, you have to go for the harder question. Essentially, as a massive shot outside the box blocked, and Aspilicueta will clear it. Wheel of Fortune is a banger. Bernardo, right? I hate to promote any other stuff, but we don't do much Twitch stuff at that time. Tuesday, go to the Cultaholic YouTube channel and watch See You Next Tuesday. They watch classic British channels. So just go there on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. Like Jungle Run. I don't know if Jungle Run was in America. An amazing childhood show. It wasn't even a quiz show. It was 3 kids were going to a jungle with the host Michael Underwood. And they have to go do different challenges to get monkey keys. And these keys allow them to go into the sort of the end thing, yeah? Allow them to go into the end thing where they could win prize. But what they don't tell you is 2 monkeys are also chasing after him. So Jungle Run, a great show. We've had so many awful shows. Family Fortunes obviously works both ways. I like your Family Fortunes. I think Steve Harvey's a great host. No, but I check it. This is just British. If you type in classic British game shows, even like the Chase and Tipping Point, the modern ones. Have you ever been to a British arcade? Anyone in the chat that's not English? And I'm sure, Kyle, you've got them in Ireland, but where like you put the coin. I'm sure they've got in America where you put the coin like 2p's or 10p's or 5p's in a slot, and it goes down like Plinko, and then it sort of like shuffles off. We've got a game show. It's Family Feud. So ours is Family Fortunes because I suppose the families are getting into fortunes with the winners. But yeah, what's Filipino TV like, Tubbs? Like, because I wonder if do you have a lot of like remakes of English or American shows, or is it just like certain Filipino TV? That's a good question, Michael, because that's genuinely interesting. And I suppose it's the same with Ireland. I suppose you would just get a lot of UK shows with Irish shows intertwined. Wasn't sure if you meant a more like it. I don't know, more like it, probably more than like is the worst. Rigged as. I'm trying to. So not a game arcade, no. We have that. So an arcade is like you normally have it on the seaside, and what it will just be a bunch of 10p, 5p slots, not slots as in like Hold'em, but like it's such a weird concept to explain. You basically put a bit thing. Oh, KL. I'm not having that. Tipping Point is a staple. You have Tipping Point because the Tipping Point. Kante has got a bit of time now to pull us in. Chaz a shot, drifts wide. Tipping Point is like it's pre-drinks, but if you're in your British TV nights, you have Tipping Point. They're easy questions. They get you in your brain ready for some of the chase questions where it's more fast-paced. The perfect one it used to be. It used to be Tipping Point. It was before the chase. It used to be a 4 o'clock show. So I remember coming home from school, we'd watch a 4 o'clock quiz on BBC One. It would have been pointless. No, it was pointless at 5. There was like a BBC One 4 o'clock quiz show, and then at 6 it would be Simpsons on Channel 4. Pointless is a good show, but it really requires. I don't feel rewarded after. Well, I do, but it's rare you ever get a 0 answer on Pointless. It's rare you ever get a 0 answer. I think reality TV America does incredibly well. We have okay reality TV, but nothing compared. Like we had Big Brother and stuff originally. Big Brother was great. Patty face off some Big Brother. Got for the Irish station years ago is so shite. And it's English, but it's mostly English promise. Yeah. I think we're very lucky in being English just in terms of that we have good shows, but like a lot of our major shows are like that maybe have got English actors and stuff are very also probably American. Like Game of Thrones, one of the biggest one. It's an American. It's in English, all English actors and stuff. Which makes sense. Well, not all, but you know what I mean? Like Line of Duty and Bodyguard are ones where I'm like, those are good British dramas. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't really have them. We have them, but they're only in like bowling alleys. Which is so weird. It's like you'll have the bowling alley, but then you'll go like in it, there'll be like Fast and Furious, Mario Kart, good bowling by Nacho. It's a great ball. Rudiger heads away. And it's going to be hoofed away by Chelsea this time. And Havertz will chase. But Real Madrid sort of moving now. And then Time Crisis, which was a shooter one. It were a quid. And you just have to kill all the enemies. But like the way you reload to be a pad. No, we don't really have game arcades. But yeah, like our arcades are more... Used to be a nice looking film with games and pinball machines. And our arcades are strange. So it's like that with like games. So we'll have like the driving ones, the motorbike ones, the little shooters. But then we'll also have slots. Time Crisis. Oh, if you like ran an AR for the entire thing, like let's say the first 3 levels, you'd run a pistol because it was easy because the pistols more or less were one shot until you got to the harder bosses. But you just run a pistol because it was easy. You could bop, 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 duck down, click the little sort of pad. You can buy them. You can buy like the House of the Dead. I guess that was like a zombie version. Filipino dramas are even worse. Bad acting, bad graphics, predictable outcome. The leader character's eyes, you're a shot god, they were resurrected. It's like, I swear there's like a Friends sketch. Do you know Friends? Where like Joey's character dies, but they bring him back as his evil twin Drake Ramore or something. Duck Hunt on the original. It's a bit too old for me, that. I know what Duck Hunt is, don't get me wrong. Kante again. Still N'Golo Kante. To Pulisic. Pulisic. He's still Pulisic. Yeah, and he's in. And Chelsea are surely. And it's Mason Mount. Christian Pulisic. Kante wins the ball back again. He does it again. God just rocks up in the final 4 episodes. That's a bit of fun. But yeah, by the way, that's a fact. N'Golo Kante has been the man of the hour for Chelsea today. Wins the ball back, lays it off to Christian Pulisic, who starts a lot. He doesn't shoot initially. I'm going, oh, that's worrying. Instead, he pulls it back. He brings Courtois in. I think he brings in Ramos as well. It creates the upsets. As soon as he plays it in, Mason Mount, it's a lovely run in front. Mount pokes it in into that top right. Granted, it was kind of right on the money. Yeah. Game over. Pulisic keeps a calm head. And it was right. It's N'Golo Kante. He's incredible. Lays it off to Pulisic, who keeps a calm head. And then Mount buys his time. Credit to Tuchel. His team are very organised, exactly. And the thing is, it's City versus Chelsea. The thing is that they've been has so many opportunities that they were bound to score a second. It was just if Real Madrid got one before them, I think that would lose momentum. But Manchester City versus Chelsea, Champions League final. Woo! Madrid have been garbage. Congrats, Chelsea. Exactly. They have been poor, but oh my God. Game is over. But N'Golo Kante has been astounding today. We all know how good of a player he is, but he has just run and won the ball back so many times for so many of them kind of opportunities. And this weekend, you're right, it will be a nice preview. When's that on? Is that Sunday? I mean, they nearly won the ball back again. It's Kante fighting. It's going to be freaky. It's going to be given a lot deeper. Saturday. It's going to be Saturday, 5:30. Woof, woof. For you, Bernardo, Chelsea win this weekend and then City win the final. I still think Manchester City will win the final, don't get me wrong. The sub's going to be made. I think. But Eddie Militao there, just a late challenge by Mount. He comes to clear the ball and clears out Militao. Mount does get a yellow. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Aspilicueta is coming off. He's telling him something. Reece James is going to come on, though. And I think it's going to be Hakim Ziyech as well who will come on. As the subs are being made, Chelsea's waiting a little bit of time. As Reece James will come on for Aspilicueta. 3-1 Aguero is starting at half-5, yeah. My prediction from the start of the season, did you go for this final? Noon time for you, yeah. Both Tuchel and Thiago Silva in the final for back-to-back years. And Mason Mount come off for Ziyech. And he's in goal counted with Boba, but it's still so much work to do. Pulisic wins it, doesn't play it first time, Mount's way far back, and then puts the ball in, Mount pokes in. You can see what it means to him. And still, he's off the pitch and he's still shouting commands to his teammates. High ball in. And there's been a foul by Sergio Ramos on Thiago Silva. I mean, if Chelsea win, well done to them. They've got the fight, and it's going to be another sub. Is that Maria? Is that Maria? Mariano is coming on for Eden Hazard, who hasn't done much. He really hasn't. And it's a day to not remember for Eden Hazard. But big opportunities in this. If this is Real Madrid only need two. They only need two. It's not like they do. They're probably out the window. But see, Aspilicueta came back. What a captain for this side. Has fought so much. He gets to the Champions League final. Also, I think Aspilicueta was probably part of the side that won it. Mount, though. No, Mount's right. Pulisic. Got very similar haircuts. A Valverde loses his head, just runs right into the back of Pulisic. It's not. Madrid do need a real build. I think they've got the talent there. They've got the players. They've got Vinicius Junior. They've got the players. They've got the talent. It's just if they can make it work. I think that midfield. But I like Federico Valverde. I think he's one of the futures of Real Madrid. But interesting to see where Chelsea do go from this. Big up, Kale. I was too excited with the goal. And not a foul given there on Pulisic. As Natural will take the throw in. It is mental that Tuchel obviously basically left PSG. They got rid of him. And then Tuchel. I wonder if Chelsea can land Lukaku. Are they planning to go back for Lukaku? Ooh. It could work, you know. It could work with Pulisic and Mount on the wings. The plethora of talent they've got. Chelsea have got a good side. And there's a reason that they're in the Champions League final. There is, don't get me wrong. I think that the defence has been so organised today. Thiago Silva, Rudiger and Christensen have been worked their ass off. It's allowed Chilwell to push up on that wing. It's allowed Aspilicueta to push beneath, but Aspilicueta stayed back. And this Chelsea team, rigid, structured, and it's paid off. I can see Chelsea being City again. Hope so. I mean, you can see what it means to the players. All come through the academy. I think it was Hudson-Odoi, Abraham, and Mason Mount. But 2-0 this time, 3 minutes at a time. Good ball, cleared away by Christensen. To Benzema. Benzema just couldn't get involved today, and it's hit the referee. And he'll go for a drop ball. Oh, and for Josh, Olivier Giroud may be coming on the pitch. He may not even have enough time to come on the pitch, Giroud. And I don't think Giroud might come on the ball to Mendy. And Mendy is just going to take it out quick. Out to the wing. It's being kept in. It's still being in. Pulisic gives it to Reece James. Still Reece James. It's bunned outside the box, not given. By the way, it's Kurt Zouma also, who is another player warming up. It's been given away by Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech now. Still Ziyech. Have a dig. Have a dig, lad. It's Pulisic. The ref, there's a sub to be made. And I don't think Giroud and Zouma might not even... They might come on for a minute. This ball can go back out of play. And Havertz to Reece James. Has a dig, goes out wide. And sure, this substitute should be made. And Chelsea might be able to just... Yeah, Giroud and Zouma will come on. But Reece James has a shot. Strifes a little bit wide of the post. But he had to go. They're leading. They're practicing. It's going to be Kai Havertz, who will get a little bit of respite. I mean, I don't think... But now, Kai Havertz coming off for Olivier Giroud. I mean, only going to get really 30 seconds of game time, really, but now Giroud. And I don't know if Zouma is actually going to be coming on anymore. I mean, Giroud, he may get 15 seconds of game time. Could bag. I doubt he's going to bag. He may. Yeah, Zuma's not going to come on, unfortunately. So for Kurt Zouma, maybe the final. Flag's going to go up there. And Giroud has made a run. If Chelsea take the free kick quick, Giroud could be in here. And then for Caswell, for Josh, he's going to be buzzing. But Chelsea, 2-0 up, the game is over. Just wait for that whistle. Just waiting for that whistle. Gilly Billmore's there. And Mendy will just ping the ball up. I think Real Madrid know it's over. Ball over the top. Giroud flicks it on. Ziyech has gone down in the box. Nothing given. And the whistle will be blown. Because he's going to blow the whistle. And Chelsea are in the Champions League final. Beating Real Madrid. You see what it means to Thiago Silva, to Jorginho, to Mason Mount, to Mendy, to Caballero. Everyone on that Chelsea sub-bench on that pitch. This is what they want. This is obviously what they want now. And they've got the best chance of seizing it. They face Manchester City on Saturday. They will face Manchester City in the Champions League final. All English final. Timo Werner, Mason Mount scored. There were so many opportunities. Rudiger, a rock at the back. Thiago Silva, a rock at the back. Christensen, a rock at the back. The defence, impeccable. The attack had so many chances. Didn't work. Best one pitch, N'Golo Kante. He did not stop running. What just a clinical performance from Chelsea. Real Madrid did not look in it. Even with Ronaldo and Ramos and Mendy back, they didn't look into it. And it's going to be a all Champions League final. Whew. Chelsea advance. This is big. And Timo Werner scores. At the end of the day, he's put them through to a Champions League final, as much as anyone says. This is what's coming up on the channel to fans. Obviously, Josh, will be streaming after this, so don't forget to tune in to Josh after this. The thing. Then we've just had this game, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Chelsea 2-0 victors will face Manchester City in the UCL Champions League final in Istanbul. Then tomorrow, it is Arsenal versus Villarreal, Manchester United versus Roma. United more or less through, Arsenal not as yet. Then the Champions League final day, Champions League for Josh. Championship final day, 12:20, Derby versus Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff versus Rotherham, big relegation battle. We will have Dortmund versus Leipzig. We will also have Bayern Munich versus Gladbach, a big game. Bayern Munich can clinch the title whilst we're with KL. Some big games. Thank you to everyone who is genuinely joining the chat. Good. There was a great chat. It kept me involved. Rarely even talked about the game. That was how good the chat was. So thank you so much to everyone. I will see you no A-League today because I'm getting vaccinated so I can start doing whatever I want. It's not true. But I'll be back on Saturday. KL and KD will be back tomorrow. And Josh will be going all year round with them darts. Thank you very much. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.